Hey, I've got a nice big hefty order of fresh new comic books from Things from Another World. I'm going to open it up and take a look and see what's inside. Alright, I haven't done one of these in a while. This is my pre-order and subscription where I have everything set up at Things from Another World in Milwaukee, Oregon. And they are my favorite place to pre-order books. They send everything nice, minty, fresh, typically. And I love having everything kind of come in automatically. I'm able to pre-order new books, incentives, and so forth. And I have 6 or 7 of these orders that are still in the box. I've been spending a lot of time, probably too much time, with spreadsheets and trying to find more books to acquire and purchase, and really need to spend more time appreciating the orders that I placed and those books that I got in those orders. And it's always a little bit of a surprise to me because I forget I pre-order these 2 or 3 months, even 4 months in advance sometimes, and I'll do a lot of incentive ratio variant pre-ordering too, so there might be a few of those in here. But let's see and take a look at what I've been picking up. I really haven't talked about new books a lot recently. It's really been more about finding those gems, those back issue gems online. But when I'm not going backwards in time, I'm also trying to predict the future and do a lot of pre-ordering. So let's see if my pre-orders hit and take a look at some new books for a change. So here we go. All right, this box is so ginormous I gotta stand up and open this with my trusty knife. And yeah, it looks like a pair of scissors, but it's what I use to open boxes. Still waiting for that donation of like a safari knife or something. So hit me up if, or if you have some sort of samurai sword. I'm just not that popular on YouTube yet to have something like that, like some sort of switchblade. That sword, the Ronin sword from Hawkeye Show would be cool too, to open up boxes with. Alright, so inside, there they are, the packing peanuts. So I'm going to get through this, and I have to essentially bail water to get all these packing peanuts out. But it's truly the only way to fly. This is how you get the books all minty and fresh. So I'm going to bail these out of here into another location. And then we'll see, they usually come in like comic book bricks, I call them, kind of wrapped. So let's take a look. All right, let me see if I can get some of these out of here. And it's nice, they're wrapped in smaller bricks instead of like huge things you can't really, I spoke too soon. The last one is, and I hate like grabbing it down here to bend it. Oh, these are so heavy. So the thing that I worry about is that when you order so many books that it ends up being really, really heavy. And they just lay, I mean, this, I don't even know. This one by itself, and I think I know what this is, which should be pretty cool to, I'll save that one for last, but this bottom one, and I think they did that on purpose and put the heaviest brick on the bottom. Okay, Catwoman Lonely City. This was on the very bottom. So, I mean, it's bound to have some sort of dent just from the weight of everything. But it's a oversized black label. So, well, I don't want to screen all these. I just want to unbox it right now, but it already has that kind of a wave. So that was on the very bottom. Like, I don't know. I don't know where you would put this to prevent it from just being crushed, but interesting that, great cover by Jock, by the way, but interesting that was placed on the very bottom of the shipment. All right, let me get this out of the way, and then we'll start to open these bricks and see what I got. All right, here we go. So I'm all set up here. I have all of my bricks laid out, ready to open. I wanted to start with this one. This was the one I said was on the bottom. This is actually a 1 in 25. The Jock variant is a 1 in 25. So I'm really hoping that this withstood all of the weight in that shipment. Hard to tell, in the bag. I'll take that out another time, but just wanted to show that love. That, I mean, Jock is just amazing. He's got to be in my top 10 favorite artists. Just really, really cool concept there. So that's Catwoman, Lonely City. Let's just go with these. So this is how Things from Another World will ship. I call them their bricks. It's just a stack of comics in a paper bag. There was a shipment a couple of months ago, I think I received, where I was so excited because the books finally were bubble wrapped. So it was bubble wrapped and then the paper bag around it or something, and I was so tired of them shipping in just the paper bag, and then it looks like they're back to the paper bag. Or it was just a random shipper. I don't know how they packed, but the bubble wrap was just that nice little extra layer to help protect the books. So this is a huge order. I'm not going to screen these. We're just going to kind of rip through them and show you. I want to show you what I ordered. This is Dr. Aphra number 15, War of the Bounty Hunters tie-in here. And you'll see, too, they alternate, right? So I took this right out of the brick, the paper, and they kind of alternate how they lay the books in there to help kind of protect them in terms of the weight. All right, so this is Spawn 322. Shazam number 4. This was just completely a cover by here. Fantastic cover. Great concept here. Reminds me of Where the Wild Things Are a little bit, but just cool cover. Like that one. Phoenix song Echo. If you're watching Hawkeye on Disney Plus, I almost said Hawkeye Plus, but it kind of is with Kate. But Echo's going to be a fun character to watch, to kind of see where she goes. Is there somebody else that she's working for, and who's that person? Do we already kind of know? So what is her ties there to street level heroes? And she's going to be a very intriguing character to watch. So Marvel's putting out a lot of books with Echo to make sure that there's plenty of content there for her. Newbie and the Amazons, number 1. A lot of these were cover buys. I don't really read DC necessarily, or a lot of the future state related books or things like that, but really loved this cover here. The other thing too I got to keep an eye on is these stickers. I really wish they'd stop using these because they start to press right there. You can kind of see they press into the bags, and then sometimes that goes all the way through to the book. Newbie and the Amazons. This is the cover A. Prelude to the Trial of the Amazons. Nightwing 85, continuing the great Tom Taylor run on Nightwing. And this is the cover B. Or this is the cover A, excuse me. This is cover A. The other one was cover B. Ms. Marvel number 1. Here we go again. This is Ms. Marvel Tales. So it's a thicker, sort of like a tiny anthology of stories. This is a great cover of Kamala Khan. And I think, let's see, that one it's called Ms. Marvel Tales. Or is it Marvel Tales Ms. Marvel? I don't know. I'll have to figure that out before I put them in my bins. Miles Morales Spider-Man 31. Interesting here. We have Taskmaster on the cover. And I think this is a cover A. Yeah, cover A. So I was just subscribing to Miles Morales Spider-Man. Here is Iron Man 13, Joe Jusko variant. I did buy a few of the Jusko covers. I remember having these cards as a kid. Don't know where the cards are now, but loved the Jusko Iron Man art. Wanted to get that variant. And here is the cover A. A lot of stuff happening here. Misty Knight, Hellcat, Man, just a lot of stuff. A lot going on. Christopher Cantwell on this one, still for Iron Man. Mortal Hulk number 50, so you can kind of get an idea of where the kind of the timeline for these for this order. This one, I think this is the Garcine variant. I love these like collage books. Look at all of that detail. I mean, that's super. Even in the teeth, the black and white, like that's just awesome. I mean, just incredible. Super cool. Love it. That's one of those where I would get it slabbed and hang it on the wall, or just prop it up as is. I mean, that's just super cool. I love that. Okay, so that was brick number one of, I would say, of three, maybe four, depending on what's in this fourth one. I think I have an idea of what's in there, but let's grab this one. So we'll unwrap it just like a Christmas present. If you were to wrap your Christmas gifts in a brown paper bag, this is what it would look like. Maybe just stick a bow on it. All right. Get these. Books are so heavy, I don't want to damage them. All right, here we go. Amazing Spider-Man 76. This was the issue where essentially the storyline shifted to Ben Reilly. So we're back, and they kind of put these together in alphabetical order. Here's another Joe Jusko variant. This is the same book, Amazing Spider-Man 76, but Green Goblin. So you're either a fan of Jusko or you're not. It can look a little goofy, but I really like it's a very stylistic portrayal of these characters. It's just a kind of an interesting mix of sort of realism and cartoonish, with them being painted. Just great. I like them. All right, this was Army of Darkness. This was the FOC bonus, the Forster and Fleeks Stray Dogs variant. This one I picked up because it was on FOC at the time, and it was relatively cheap. It was $2.79 on pre-order, and just thought in case it gets, in case any heat picks up on that one, I just wanted to have a copy there. Avengers 49, World War She-Hulk Part 4. Yeah. I don't know what to say about Avengers right now. Batman 115, rounding out the James Tynion run of Batman. Really kind of forcing the issue. Miracle Molly, there she is again. Is she Punchline 2.0? I don't know. This is Batman Urban Legends number 8. And I wanted to get this because this is a cover by Colleen Doran, longtime comic book artist. I thought she did a great job. For some reason, I know the reason, but I'm a sucker for Batwoman covers, like those Williams covers. On Detective Comics, I believe. It's probably the red hair, but this was really cool. When I saw this cover available on pre-order by Colleen Doran, I wanted to pick that up. Black Manta number 2. This is a homage to Venom. Just kind of wanted to have that. I don't have any of the Venom Null books by Cates. I don't chase those, but just thought that was interesting. It's funny when there are covers being homaged from the last year or two. It just sort of feels weird, but already a classic cover. I don't collect Black Manta. I just like that rendition and homage to Venom. All right, this is Catwoman 36. I had just been subscribing to Catwoman, and this continues the run of Catwoman. This recent run is by Ram V, and I had to get the Jenny Frison cover B. Is super awesome. Harley Quinn, borderline creepy eyes. I don't know. Pretty cool though. Love that. And this is the Death of Doctor Strange #2, and this is the RB Silva Stormbreakers variant, kind of like a venomized Doctor Strange. I thought that was really cool, and you kind of get this. It's almost like a Virgin cover, and this was open order, but it does have the Stormbreakers down there at the bottom. This is die number 19. Yeah, and I got 2 of these. Again, Frizen did the cover, Jenny Frizen. I have a few random issues of Die. I have not read the series. These are starting to really suffer from the weight of the books just laying on top of each other. So it is a little bit of a dent there in these. But, I mean, on one hand, I want to look at this art and say, are Frizen's figures starting to look the same, or are they not, and they're all just awesome? This one definitely has some uniqueness to it, but it's always just her. She has such strong lines, powerful lines that really kind of just draw your attention to the art. It's fantastic. This is Green Lantern #7. No idea why I got this one. It must have been a suggestion to pick this up on pre-order, but I have it nonetheless. All right, and then we've got some. I think these books have heated up a little bit. This is Gun Honey #2, and this I think is the 10 copy. Yeah, I ordered a 10 copy, a cover A, and a cover E, and I believe this is the 10 copy. See, she's got her little pet there that she's giving attention to. Kitty cat there, very nice. All right, yeah. So this is the cover A. And probably in one of the other boxes is Gun Honey #1. Yeah, this one, when I was looking at the covers, there's a lot of great covers for this series. Gun Honey, this is the McGinnis Virgin variant. Man, just, this one I just loved. This is one, well, I was going to say I would love to consider sending it in, and I'd have to check it. I can't tell if that's art or it's a dent right there at the top. I'm hoping it's just a dark color. The corner looks okay, but boy, that would be awesome slabbed. Okay, this is Hellions 14. I think this might be my 3rd copy of this one. I might have got it from Boxed Heroes somewhere else, but Hellions 14, In-Hyuk Lee, great cover there. And then these, we had that Immortal Hulk at the end of the first brick. I got a bunch of, not a bunch, a small handful of Immortal Hulk 50s. This is the Alex Ross cover A. And those are like extra sized, 80-page, almost like mini trades. I don't sit those on my shelf, but if you did, you could see them that way. This one is the Jen Bartel variant. So she's typically known for, I would say, human figures. And this is certainly not that, but this is the Bartel variant. And then I also, one of my favorite artists, Gary Frank. I wanted to get Hulk 50 by him. And what I usually do with these is, like the final issue of Venom 2, well, not the final issue, but Kate's final issue of Venom. It was like Venom 200. What I'll typically do with those is maybe pick my favorite cover that was a 9/8, set that aside for grading, and then the rest hold or try to sell back if any of those pick up. But typically those books, though, the oversized anniversary or final issue, special issue, they're expensive, and the value, I don't want to say doesn't hold up, but they tend to linger a bit, or you kind of think, why did I order so many of those? I think the Venom 200, I ordered about 8 copies of that. I don't know. Okay, so there's one small brick, and then I'm hoping it's what I think it is, but this is the 3rd brick of comics. And oh, I forgot to mention that Phoenix song Echo. That was a variant. That was a 1 in 25. So I have my packing list here with me. I'm looking at just to make sure I don't miss out, because what Things from Another World used to do is they'd put an extra sticker. My favorite thing, the stickers, but they'd put an extra sticker on the back to just kind of indicate, hey, this is an incentive. So this is Star Wars: The High Republic 6, and speaking of incentives, oh, and there we go. So yeah, there's the double sticker. This is the Peach Momoko 1 in 25. And I just thought, well, if this is either going to be a huge hit or a huge miss, because it's Star Wars, it's High Republic, it's a variant. You know what's interesting? This is High Republic 6. So man, this must have been delayed or something, or I don't remember when I pre-ordered this. It's just kind of odd that that book's been out for a while. That was strange that got in there. That's probably just on Things from Another World. Like they just, I don't know, got it mixed up with different orders, or just it was delayed. I have no idea. This is High Republic number 10. So this was sort of current at the time that I ordered. And one of these are all High Republic 10. Yeah. Okay, so this is the... No, I'm confused. Well, we have High Republic 10. And then High Republic 10, the Janti variant, and then a 1 in 25 of High Republic 10. So I'm all in on Star Wars. Don't care what you say, don't care what you think. I love it. I buy everything I can Star Wars, just like this one, High Republic, Trail of Shadows, number 1, a spin-off series of High Republic. And I think I got... Yeah, I had to get the Tedesco. So the Tedesco was the 1 in 25. So I had to have this one, and then had to have the cover A and cover B on that. Is it a sickness, or do I just love Star Wars? It's a little of both. It's fine. Speaking of, here's War of the Bounty Hunters. And I bet like everyone that has to draw Kira has to draw it exactly in the likeness of the actress. So there's a great Boba Fett cover. Can't wait for Book of Boba Fett to start late. I can't believe this month we're getting a Boba Fett series. I mean, look at this. It's just... If I had any skill or talent as an artist, I'm like, yeah, we need a Boba Fett cover. I'd just be like all day long drawing Boba Fett. That's awesome. So these were just cover A and cover B of War of the Bounty Hunters number 5. But man, hold on. I got to look at that again. That's great. Really great. Thor 18 with Throg on the cover. And then I think this is the Klein. Yeah, this is the Klein 1 in 25. I have quite a few of these Klein 1 in 25 Thors. Should probably go back and see if I'm missing any and see if I can acquire them. But I really like his art. He's always kind of like a rough, angry style, or just dirty. And I love that sort of rough. I'm a big sucker for like rough sketches, rough sketch variants and things like that. And I like Nick Klein's art and style on that one. So really cool variant on Thor. Almost done here. We have Captain America, the United States of Cap, number 5. This is the Lenio Francis Yu. Another artist that I always look out for whenever there are variants. If it says on Things from Another World, if it says the U variant, YU, I always grab that. Something about his art always he has great lines. It's interesting to me, sometimes these characters don't have eyes. That's just kind of the way he draws, and other times they do. But yeah, this was a really great cover, I think, kind of showcasing the different Captain Americas that have been showing up in that series. All right, this is X-Men number 4, the Headless Horseman with Cyclops' head there. That's cool. And then the last one, this is X-Men Trial of Magneto with an absolutely gorgeous Scarlet Witch cover there. Trial of Magneto number 3. So, like I said, I've been buying a lot of back issues. It's it's super fun to get the new issues too. I love grading these and cataloging these. That's just kind of my moments of zen, is just taking all these books and ripping off the Things from Another World sticker, replacing bags and boards, crossing my fingers that all of those incentive variants are 9/8, and I have a good time with that. It's definitely a guilty pleasure. Now, speaking of guilty pleasures, this book was interesting. Well, I haven't even opened it yet, so let me open it and I'll maybe talk about it. This is something that got allocated, and I remember getting an email from Things from Another World not too long ago that basically said, listen, this particular item was allocated. We are not going to be able to fulfill all of the pre-orders that we received. If you pre-ordered before a certain date, then you're guaranteed to get it. Afterwards, we don't know. And I looked and saw when I pre-ordered this, and I was before the cutoff. So if you know what I'm talking about, this is the Something is Killing the Children. And this is what are they calling it? The hardcover deluxe edition slipcase. Look at this thing. So this was at the very bottom. This thing's massive. So let me get rid of this paper here and let's look at this. So yeah, book 1. Super heavy. It is sealed, and this series has cooled off, I would say, for sure. And how do I know that, or how can I make that statement so definitively? Because I'm a huge investor in the series, multiple copies of every issue, lots of 9/8. So I look at those values quite frequently, and they're cooling off. So if you wanted to jump on or wanted to get back issues, or thinking about, even getting some 9s to 9/4 slabs of these, this is the time. This is definitely buying low. So this is interesting because I've heard some chatter or some questions around what would you do with this if you got it. So I'm a big fan, a big reader. Erica Slaughter's awesome. Love the whole thing. But, is it worth putting this on the shelf and just letting it sit there? Can I open it and read it start to finish? I want to. I want to read this in one sitting, and I want to have it open to read. It wasn't cheap, though. You can see on the bottom. So $70. I didn't pay that. I got the pre-order discount. But what would you do with that? Would you open it? Would you enjoy it? I kind of want to. But also, there are other trade paperbacks. I've got on another shelf. I've got the standard trades that I've read. What would you do? Would you keep that one sealed? Would you sell it? I don't even know what it's going for right now. I'd have to look it up. If I do, I'll put some information in the video so you can kind of see the value. But it's one of those where sometimes you pre-order books and they spike in value, and you can sell couple of the books or one of the items like that for a nice profit, and it pays for the whole order. That's part of my pre-ordering strategy. Like those Gun Honey books, I have no interest in reading that. I just knew at the time people were going to buy those and they're going to sell out. So if they hit a 9/8, those are nice books to slab and sell. So I try and include some of these books where I say, I don't know why I ordered this, or pure cover buy, something like that. I just get a sense that during the FOC pre-ordering process, these books are going to hit. A lot of times I'm wrong. That's fine. I still have a lot of fun with it. I love trying to predict the future a little bit. So again, kind of jumping around the timeline of looking at the past and the future and trying to add great books to my comic book collection from all different kinds of eras, past, present, and future. All right, that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. Happy collecting, and see you next time.